Terrible. Welcome. Starting a little bit early. I've done some stuff since the last time, so we're gonna catch up on that, and then we'll jump into doing some new stuff for the Lost Mine of Phandelver, converting it over from my hard copy, kapow, onto the Roll20. As you might be able to see right there, I have, well, there's my test NPC is still there, but I actually have 4 players at the moment. We're going to be starting April 2nd. Same time, same place, 11 p.m. on Tuesdays. We're going to be playing until 2 a.m. So 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Tuesdays here on Twitch. Murder_hobos_Inc. for Incorporated. Yeah. And you also find me there on the Twitter at hobos_Inc. Twitter cut off my murder. That's okay. I had fun this weekend. Got to do some murdering of my own on my tabletop games. It was awesome. I think we spent like 5 hours murdering some orcs. A whole bunch of orcs. Like, just decimated a tribe of orcs that had enslaved our people. And we're basically in the process of freeing all of those enslaved dwarfs. But enough about that. Let's get to what we've done so far. So, I have players, they have tokens, they have character sheets made. I'll be adding at least one more player before we go live. We'll see that. As you can see at the top here, I have added a monsters landing page where I can put my monster tokens. Over on the right hand side here, I have added a page for monsters. So I've got those there that I can grab those. Got their tokens over here if I need them. I have a named NPCs sheet over here with just Sildar on it at the moment. That's the only guy we've done. I added a thing for Phandalin. We haven't got to that yet though. And there, like I said, there's my characters. Other things we've done. We already looked at the coastline. My version of it that I've been told is terrible. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, and the new shades. So hopefully like my shades. I'm giving them a try. They're already starting to fog up. Thought they are a little more comfortable with my headset. So yeah. So we got the ambush, we got the crowd. Did we do Cragmaw last time? I think so, right? Like, I've updated the lighting on Cragmaw. So I went through it and I did my dynamic lightings. I went ahead and got my Pro subscription. Looking at my dynamic lightings here at Cragmaw. So out in the front, where they first come in, I put some stuff here so they can't see through the brush. I got my 2 goblins there who are BSing their way through stuff. I added in, if you've ever watched Adam Coble do like his dynamic lighting stuff, you could probably see some of the same color concepts here. For the normal dynamic lighting stuff, I did orange because it kind of stands out. For my doors, I did the pink because, again, it stands out. I also did my stalagmites because they might touch the ceiling. Yeah, so those are there. Yeah, went all the way around, all that good stuff. So you can see up through here. And I put one here, and I've got the settings to where they can't, where the, that's not what I wanted this one, there we go. So for dynamic lighting, I enabled dynamic lighting, I enforced line of sight, and I've restricted movement. So they won't be able to move through any of the breaks, but that's okay. So they can move up to here, and then when they tell me that they want to proceed, I can drag them up. They can't move through that. Or I can switch to the dynamic lighting screen, and I can slide this up into here. And now they can move freely up through there, and then the light goes up. So let's grab a dude, and we'll test that out real quick. So let's go over to Objects. Grab my trusty old NPC as he comes up through here. Now, as you notice, as he comes up through here, this area is lit pretty good. This goblin's going to see them if they come through with any type of stuff. Not to mention the dog, because the wolves will go crazy. But this guy, if they bring a light source through, will be able to see the light source long before he sees them. So it doesn't really matter what their stealth is. If they enter the cave with a torch, which is what this is, This guy's set on 30-30, I think. So let's see. Oh, 60-30. So he's got a 60-foot light source. It's 30, and then it dims out to 60. So that's what that is. It's 60 foot, but it dims at 30. So as he moves up and in, he can transition. Alright, now let's... Oh, the reason this is lit up, they got a campfire. So their campfire has this area lit up. Now let's go back and look at our dynamic lighting. We're going to grab this, slide it into place like so, and go back to our token. So as he moves up, he can see up into here, but yeah, you can't see the light coming down through here. That's the other thing, is if somebody comes in here without a light source, if this isn't here, then they'd be able to see the light coming down. Once they get over here, I will tell them that they can see a light at the top, but the campfire doesn't. A smoldering campfire is not going to put out that much. I think I have the campfire set to 2040, so it's not as bad, not as big of a light. So there we go. That's our dynamic lighting. I'll put him just down at the bottom or something. I went around this part, so see, so the PCs can't read this because the light gets cut off and they can't go through it. So I just got to drop the PCs onto here. And if we look on my tokens, you can still see it's a little off-centered, but that's okay. I think everything else looks kind of good for here. All right, my 4. I don't know if you remember what that was. When I created the cave a little bit, the 4, I took the 4 out and the 5 out, so they can't actually see the 4 and the 5. I took that out and had to put in some blocks there. Alright. Now let's see what else we did. So it's now we're not ahead of time anymore. It's at level 4, so we're doing good. Alright, so I do have Phandalin loaded in here. I think we had that last time. Red Brand Hideout. Alright, so you can see my test PC, and ooh, I totally messed something up. Yeah, see, now we can see. That should not be like that, so I don't have dynamic lighting there. So let's put in my dynamic lighting. And we need orange. I thought somebody was saying something to me, but nope, nobody wants to chat with me. Boo-hoo. Doing some polygons, and it's gonna be orange. And let's zoom in so I can get a good. Yeah, see, I forgot to put something here. So we're going to put this whole thing is all messed up. So it's on a polygon line, so that's. I want them to see a little bit of like the walls, but I don't want it to be too far into the wall, because if they get too far into the wall, then secret doors become obvious. Alright, so basically left click to start it, left click at each of the intersections, and then to finish it, since I didn't go back to the original point, I right clicked to end it. So now we can already see that the light has been cut off by our token guy here. And my select, there we go. Move our token around, and he can no longer see stuff. So slide him through the wall. Again, the S is not going to be visible. And if the players move, the players won't be able to move into the wall like I just did there or across, because they will be prevented by the dynamic lighting. Same thing when they enter this room. If we go back to even get that, in order for them to enter the room, I'll have to grab this thing, slide it down out of the way, and then once I do that, they'll be able to step in the room. As soon as they get up here, as soon as I do that though, and as soon as the door opens, they'll be able to see these 3 guys, because they're not hidden at all. These guys are sleeping, so unless they make a whole bunch of noise, these guys are napping and will be surprised. If they make a whole bunch of noise, they might wake them up if they don't come through there. So let's put our thing back in. Back to dynamic lighting. and I curved it just a little bit there. I don't know if you can see where it goes up, so it wraps around. I like that. I don't know. That makes it easier just to move it in and out for something like that. And yeah, so they can see a little bit there, whatever. All right, let's zoom out a little. All right, so we come over here. They can't see the one. They can see this. This is a door. So I really just thought about making it so that they can see into here, but then it makes it like hard because as they come through here into this area, they can go through that door, and there's nothing like right on the other side of the door, so I don't need to stop them, but just makes it so they don't think they can go from there into there, so they have to come down. Basically, they're going to come in here, they got to go around and then down and then through, or over this way. I think when I land them in here, I'm just going to stick them along this back wall, so they'll start right there. I contemplated like opening this up and putting them out here, but whatever. We'll just put them along this back wall. That allows me to put 1, 2, 6. Alright, so as they enter into here, as I said, they can't see the number 3 because I put a tile over it and then I put the 3 tile over that. They also can't see this because I did some amazing groundwork and flipped these tiles. Like I went through here and I cut out this tile here, and then I just slid that over here, and then I flipped it and put another one right here, so that's why it looks a little off. If you look at it, it looks just a little bit off. Actually, did I do this one or this one? I don't know. Either way, it's not great, but they'll be able to tell something's up if they look closely. So there are some visual cues like that, right? So there's a pit trap, basically is what the red X thing denotes. And they come to this wall and this door. Once they get through that, again, I have to move the dynamic lighting for that to happen. And they enter here, and there are 3 skeletons, which are... The skeletons are visible. I'm pretty sure they can't see the health bars of... The only thing they can see health bars of, I think, is their own tokens. Unless I put these where everybody can see, so player permissions can edit and see. See, all players can view. Edit. Yep. So if you put C, everybody can see the bars, which we'll probably do for all of our players. Let's do that right now. I'm thinking about it, and then we'll come back to this. So to our player screen. So one of our players is gonna be a human monk. That is gonna be Bell. I think they only need to see the hit points, right? Which is bar 1. And then I think this is my human fighter, maybe? Ooh, well, I'm thinking about that. Has sight. So another thing you do for a shortcut, Alt, click on the little gear there, pops up their character sheet. So that's nice. So this is our human rogue, so has sight but does not have dark vision. That's Tiger is our human rogue. Bell is our human monk, so has sight but has no dark vision. Riker is our human fighter, so has sight but no dark vision. And then my test PC I just made as a light source. So now if somebody does have a light source, let's look at what that looks like. This is character sheet. So if he has a, so the only person that's got selected that is me. So for a player character it'd be has sight, and then if he's carrying a light source, you put in the light source here. How far does the light source go? So 60 foot. And then the dim, so it's light radius is 60, and then the next part is the start of the dim. Dim starts at 30, and then his radius is 360. You can see all the way around because that's the way 5e works. Let's go ahead and do that so everybody can see. And now they all have sight. This guy, did we do this one? I don't think we did this one. This is our elf wizard. So, elf wizard. Pretty sure elves have, I should have looked that up while I had his sheet open, huh? Did he put it on here? Dark vision. Yep. So, you can see in dim and light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in the darkness as if it were dim light. So, that means that in darkness, it's dim light. So his dim light's going to begin right away for his dark vision. So, that means he's got 60 foot, but his dim light vision begins at 5. All players cannot see, that's just him, and he's got sight. And we'll fix his token there so everybody can see his name and his stuff. Let's make sure everybody can see his name and stuff, has sight, but no other stuff. Alright, so for this game I've got a green bar, which is their health, that's the middle one. To the right is their AC, and to the left, the orange one, I'm using as passive perception, so I can just click their token and see it. For paladins or anybody like that, they get auras, or later when we get spell effects, we can put in auras here for that stuff. I'll probably put notes here for their auras, just so I can see it, like how big it is. Or you can have like a thing over here that you can drag onto the screen. Over to the right, you drag it on, but we're not going to do that right now. Alright, so back to the conversion. So we're looking at their red band hideout. Hints, if this is your first time watching, spoilers! So we're going through here, and like I said, I have already set up my, so you can see kind of, and the player's going to be able to see this a little bit off, so they may look around here, but that's fine because there's nothing there, that's just the number. Same thing on this, that looks, it's going to look a little bit off, but there's nothing there. This, I think, right here looks pretty good. Like, from this side, I don't care if ooh, that is a good thing to note. There is a secret passage right there that I have not put in yet. So let's go over and grab an S for secret out of my library. And I believe that's in my construction. Alright, so let's change our, I guess I can just drag it on. So right now that's on the token layer, and that is fine. We're going to send it to the GM layer so that they can't see it. Same thing like right here. Boom. So this is what the players will see. I've already covered up the 6 that was there. Like I said, it looks a little funky, but it works. And the reason this tile looks so weird is because you're seeing the GM side, which has that over it. So it's back to our token layer. Let's zoom out a little bit. So the glass staff is in here. I've got red brands in here, skeletons in here. This is a prison, so I got a little boy, and I couldn't find good tokens. I don't have a lot of tokens. I probably need to buy some token packs. I got some women here who are a prisoner and a boy, and then I've got 2 red brands in here guarding them. They're not hidden. So as soon as the door gets open, they have a torch inside. I should probably make it so there's like a little light shining through, so if they come in the dark, they can tell that there's light shining underneath the door. Oh well. And then over here, so we have the glass staff. We have over here, one that is hiding is the glass staff's rat familiar, who, if anybody comes through here, the rat warns them and then scurries away. And there's the glass staff. Here's ruffians playing cards. This guy's sitting on the number 10. I thought about just moving it. Maybe I should just move it to somewhere else. We can just put it right there, I guess. This might have to be where it originally was. And then if you move the ruffian. So you can see the players are going to see that it's a little off, but there's nothing there. That's just covering up the 10 so they can't tell. Yeah, we want to go to room 10. I think that's kind of cheesy, so. And then we got down here is a good thing. So any fighting in here will draw these guys. Any fighting in here will draw these. Ooh. If they come this way first, fight in here, these guys might not, they'll be laughing uproariously, so they might not come initially. And they might be able to kill off a couple of these guys before going in there. And there's the Nothic. So yeah, that's the red brand hideout. The Glassstaff just runs away. If they do manage to like corner him, yeah, you can see that. Okay. So if they do manage to quarter him or corner him, they can actually win this lovely item, which is pretty awesome. So requires attunement, and while you're attuned to it, you get a +1 bonus to your AC. That's not that great. However, it has 10 charges, and you get to use Mage Armor, so 8-hour free Mage Armor for 1 charge. So all day long, 16 hours-ish. You know, if you sleep for 8, that's like what, 4? A couple hours of your sleep even, you'll have Mage Armor, and you wake up, cast Mage Armor, and then you just cast it for basically free for charges. So I guess all day long, so 3 charges, so you'd have, if you're at full, that'd be 7 charges, which means you get 3 uses of shield for free with no components required. And then at the end of the day, I guess you only do 1d6 plus 4, so 5 minimum every day, right? As long as you don't get in a fight and need your shields. If they spend that last one, roll d20 on a 1, it's destroyed. Pretty awesome, especially for low levels. The party's probably only going to be like level 2 coming into here, maybe 3. So this is like, to come in here and like do this all in one fell swoop, pretty rough. And if it's too easy, you can have like another large group of red brands arrive to like challenge them, and you can put more stuff in there, give them higher levels and stuff. But Glassstaff is a wuss. If they come in this way, he just flees out his secret doors. And if they come in this way, or if they come in the back way, that's probably how they'll be able to catch him by surprise, is if they find these secret doors and then come in here and he'll be like, what? Oh. So, alright, next. What else have I done? That was Red Brand. Thunder Tree, I believe we looked at that last time. I added Cragmaw Castle because I had forgotten about it. And I have put in all of my line of sight stuff for this. So you can see, yeah, if they could enter there. So you see it from back there. There is some like curtains and stuff, which is why it's kind of awkward. This rubble like is supposed to be blocking. Initially, I didn't think the rubble blocked anything, so I didn't have stuff on that. But yeah, you can't just travel through the rubble. You go around and then through the curtains. And I think I'm gonna leave the C on the outside just because. Doesn't really matter. If they, because it'll be descriptive when they come up to the Cragmaw Castle, and I could even land them like down here off the road, if depending on how they find Cragmaw. So they can come up here off the side, and they come up that way, or you could drop them over here to come up, or ask them how they're approaching it. This is the main entrance. And then this is kind of like the servant's entrance. So this is the road will be out here, and they could like try to go around it, and that's when they would be able to see this. Like I'm just gonna give them that as a freebie as a way in, and that's like the best way to get in and get right to rescuing Gundren, who's stuck back there. And yeah, see, all that's supposed to be, they're not supposed to be able to get into that stuff, so they can come up to like right there, but they can't cross over. Same thing on here is they can look in and peep in and see if there's anybody in there. Right now I don't have any monsters inside. That'll be hard for them to try and position through there. But yeah, they can walk around and stuff. And this is actually, this room is where I found out that you can't travel through this stuff, because there's a owlbear locked in room number 13. Ooh, there's a thing we gotta fix. Alright, so let's get our dynamic lighting tool, and this is polygon, and we want pink. Or on this one I think I did teal for the doors and I didn't do pink. I like teal though. I think I did teal for the curtains. There we go. But that's not right. Should not be able to see that. That didn't go well. Whoops, I forgot to end it, so that's what happened there. Is I forgot to end. I forgot to right click because I'm not going back to the beginning. There we go, just like that. And now we can get out of there. So I swapped from the dynamic to the token layer without ending my dynamic lighting shape. Alright, let's continue looking, double check on them. So I think everything's good. Yep. Alright, so I'll put him back in the beginning. We don't have our tokens here yet, that's fine. What else did we have going on? Wave Echo Cave. I don't think I've done any of the stuff. Ooh, maybe I did do Wave Echo Cave. Grab our dude. Let's go check out Wave Echo Cave. How much time we got? Oh, we got plenty of time. We're only 25 minutes in, guys. Alright, so let's drop our guy off. They come in here. And the ginormous test PC. Roar. So, if you are checking me out live, drop me some comments in there. Let me know how I'm doing. If this is just too boring, too drab, is my voice too monotone, whatever, just give me, hit me up. So this one, so the PCs can move down there. Yeah, I've already done the dynamic lighting. See, they can't see into here yet. Yeah. So there we go. Done with the dynamic lighting in here. This room I didn't do anything with, so I could do some stuff with that. Yeah, we can. So those I did like little triangles, but I mean you could do it as squares or something, or you could zoom in really, really close so you could actually go around the thing. That time it just snapped to the finish. That was pretty nifty. And then even this one. There we go. Any more of that stuff? I think this one isn't. I'm not gonna have it be like a wall. This one I'm gonna have them so they can climb up on that if they get in the water. So these ones I'm putting as like obstructions. Like pillars if you want. So the other way to play this is these. I think these are stalagmites. So that's what those are going to be. So I'm doing kind of as triangles. You could do them as just rocks, and so then you wouldn't need to have them obstruct lighting, so you wouldn't do any dynamic lighting for just a regular old rock. Probably don't even really need one as a stalagmite, but I'm going to allow stalagmites to give them like cover too, so this makes it very obvious that it does line of sight. If that just seems silly, I'm sorry. I like it. I like doing some of this dynamic lighting stuff. I don't know, I probably saw that one snap too. That was an odd jump. So, yeah, I went through and did this one. I actually did this one first when I remembered to put it in. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do dynamic lighting now. Yay. So I changed my subscription. So this was actually my first one, which my color's a little bit off. And so the way this pretty much works is they're going to arrive here. They have to like drop down into here. So this is like a 10-foot drop into here. And then there's a passageway going into here and a passageway going into here. For my dynamic lighting, I did not mess with that. I made it so that they have to get down in there in order to. So if they get down in there, they can't see it. And then I'll just tell them, and I'll have to drag their dudes over. Instead of having it so if they're standing up here, they could just see into here and see into here. Because it's a 10-foot drop, they gotta get down, and then there's no way to change it so that once they're down here, they can see through. So then I'll just drag. Oh man, drag them through. That'll be fine. We can just line them up once they come through. All right, so let's put our test PC all the way in the back again, I guess. Alright, and so let's go see what we need. I think we're back to the Cragmaw, right? I think that's the next thing we're working on. Did I do any of the updates on this stuff over here? So I added information on Forgotten Realms if they really want to look at it. It's the deities, general stuff about the Sword Coast, and the Jewel of the Neverwinter. It's cool stuff. I think we'd already done finished the Cragmaw hideout last time. So got my Goblin Blind's Clark, what Sildar knows, all that done up in here. So here's what Sildar the information he basically has. I also have that on Sildar's handout. I think. Yeah, here's the information he knows on his handout. So once they actually get like Sildar, I can edit this and then I can add it to all the players' journals, so then they can just see all this stuff once it becomes available to them, once he's on their side or tells them their stuff. Here's all the stuff he knows, and then they can just have it. If for whatever reason he doesn't tell them something, I'll have to go and delete it before I show it to him. I added what the goblins know, So again, if they save or keep a goblin safe or charm one or whatever the case may be, once they gain access to this information, I can make this available to them, and it'll be in their as a handout for them. I believe I finally updated all the, I don't know if I had done that last time, but it's all kind of done now. So Clark's Cave is separate, Twin Pools is there. Clark's Cave has like a treasure and talks about basically what Clark does, but it's just a fight. My nose is itchy today. Haven't done anything on Phandalin, so I believe that is where we're at. Because, let's see. What's more exciting? Watching me type or watching me go through and edit this cave? I think, we're not going to do the cave first. Let's go. Is there anything on Phandalin map that I need to change? I believe they can just peruse Phandalin map, right? Like, there's nothing. It's like, who cares? Tressendar's Manor, Sleeping Giant, Birthing's Home. This is all stuff that's like, whatever. I don't really care if they have access to this or not. So I did put some red brands up here because what I'll probably do is drag them to this map to show them basically what the town of Phandalin looks like, blah blah blah. And if they go into, like, as they're entering, I think Barthen's provisions, if they come in and just like try to get rid of their stuff right away in Barthen's provisions, I'm gonna have like some couple red brands bump into them and be like, hey, get on my way, watch where you're walking, you. And if they make a fight out of it, I've got some dudes ready. If not, then they're hidden, and I can drag them onto this map so they can see it, and then we could do a fight. So yeah. Next page is, so the Red Burn's hideout is up here. So I've already done that one, so that one's I guess I'll have to type out like all the stuff that's in there, but I'm not worried about that right now. I think what we'll do is go ahead and jump to Cragmaw Castle. I think going through and getting rid of, like, yeah, I don't want them to see that because that is a pit trap, so they definitely don't want to be like, hey, let's go check out what these red lines are. Oh, those red lines aren't actually there. Oh, okay, well, I don't step on him. So yeah, that's why we gotta do that. So let's go ahead and open up my paint, and then within my paint we're going to open and we are opening, oh, I don't think I have that one. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do Wave Echo. I didn't save it. Yeah, I was missing it, so we'll have to get that at a different time. So let's jump over to Wave Echo, and we'll do Wave Echo today. And then I can come back and get Cragmaw some other time. Alright, now here's where the tricky question is. I think once you actually get into like dungeoneering and stuff, the rooms and the numbers are helpful if they're numbered. So I think I'm going to leave the numbers on the map so they can see it instead of going through and undoing them all. So that means I only have to go through anywhere that's got a secret tunnel or anything. And I don't think there's anything like that here. So this might be a short episode tonight, guys. Or I might just have to take a break and come back with because I know I saved it. I wonder if I sent it to myself on my drive. Nope. So it's not there. think there's gonna be anything. Yeah, like, see, there's no secret anything in here. We'll just go through and stage some dudes, I guess. Staging the dudes, staging the dudes. Guess we got stage dudes in Thunder Tree too, so we can do that. Let's get this set up. So we got the cave entrance. I'm not going to bother typing all this stuff right now. It's an open pit. Climbing up or down the wall is a DC Strength Athletics. So when they come in, this is DC 15. You know, I wonder, might not actually be a bad idea. Put in the map background. Put text. Ooh, totally cannot see that. Change it to white. Yeah, there we go. Where'd it go? I'm not on the map. Oh, there we go, my selection tool. I don't want it to be on the map, though. To be in the GM layer. That's why I'm on the map still. Back to GM. Need to find a color that is going to stick out. That's terrible as well. Oh. Guess I could put it like right here so I can see it. Yeah, that should work. Not happy with that color. That should work. Okay. So once we get to number 2, Mind Passage, an old section of the Way of Echo. Recognized consists of numerous intersecting passages. The ceilings here are only 6 feet high, and several of the passages end in partially excavated rock faces. The dead-end passages are places where the miners gave up and decided to move on to other spots. Patiently lurking in one is an ochre jelly. So let's go see if we have an ochre jelly. We do have an ochre jelly. So we are going to drag an ochre jelly over to, it's supposed to be in these things, so let's stick it down to fight it like right away. Oh, it already made it to the screen. It's just ginormous. Let's look at the character sheet for an ochre jelly. It is large, so oof, man. It's patiently gonna stalk them. So it'll squeeze through. What is the movement on an ochre jelly? Like, it can't be that much. It's got a speed of 10. How can it stalk anybody? Ah, that's hilarious. And the ceiling in here is like 6 foot high, so it's not like it can hang. I mean, it's a 10 foot by 10 foot creature because it's large. It doesn't matter. It's filling the entire area. This is gonna be slime dripping through here. That's something. Maybe I should draw that through here. What color is an ochre jelly? Yellow. Yellowish blobs that can slide under doors and through narrow cracks in pursuit of creatures to devour. Without squeezing. Okay, so it moves at its full speed. When jelly that is medium or larger is subjected to lightning or slashing damage, it splits into new jellies if it has at least 10 hit points. Oh, man. Yeah, this can be fun. By the time they get here, they should be like level 3 or 4. At least level 3. Right? No, 4. They should be 4 coming into here. So they should be able to handle this, but I mean, if they hit it with slashing damage and create 2 like right off the bat, and then somebody blasts it with lightning, so now you got 3. Oh man. Alright, so we're gonna put, yeah, it's on the GM layer. So it's hiding at the end. And it's just trying to find somebody that gets by themselves. So if they spread out to find stuff, it can attack one. But I like the idea of just like drawing green goo lines. It's just, what's my shapes? Small. Let's put green. I thought it was actually going to draw a rectangle, hold Alt for circles or ellipses, hold Shift to snap to grid. So we'll just do freehand. So, this down here in 3 would be like the best place. What's in 3? It's the old entrance. Cling to the ceiling are sturges. So and then in 10, let's look and see what's in 10. Dark pool. Oh, there's an old skeleton lying in the bottom. Oh. That's cool. Let's... So, monsters. I thought I had... Oh, I do have skeleton. Where's our skeleton token? The skeleton is 10 feet away from the edge and then in 10 feet of water, so that's like the closest he could be. He's not an actual. Got one, got two. Now we gotta do sturges. Can do plural. So I'm pretty sure sturges are like tiny. Trying to get it to draw. Oh, I already have sturge here, that's why. Yeah, they're tiny. So they can take up. Alright, so we'll just copy that one. Paste. Three on this side, three on this side, two there, that makes 10 total. 3, 3, 2, and 2 is 10. So it's number 3. So the Sturges get to do a dex stealth check. They are not proficient in stealth, apparently. And their stealth is at a 4, so yeah, that's gonna be really